Everyone, Glenn Sanford here, founder of eXp Realty, and this is the Expansion Podcast, a podcast about personal and professional development here at eXp. And today, I'm excited to welcome Amir Cackovic. He's a three-time ICON agent out of Sacramento, California. He's also a mean chess player, meaning really good. Not that he's actually mean. But Amir, how are you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. I remember obviously at I think it was in Cabo, you mentioned your chess.com handle as one of the places to connect with you, and obviously you and I played a couple of games of chess. But
should we say the score or not mention the score?
You kicked my butt. Yeah. So I somehow won two games, but I'm pretty sure I got lucky. But anyway, maybe what's your background? How did you get into real estate?
Yeah, with a little revision, it's actually not four. It's not three. It's 4-time ICON, and I'm on my way to 5th one because I kept in 27 days. So it's going to be 5-time ICON soon. So I got in real estate. My background, I'm originally from Bosnia, and I escaped Bosnia before the war, and I ended up being in Germany. And I learned a German language, which is not easy language, and I was able to get to the college. And during the college time, I was studying architecture. I was connected with one of the German real estate brokers, so I was drafting some 3D plans for him. And he said, "Why don't you help me with the sales?" And I was a college student in Germany with my broker in German. I sold 2 properties in Germany. I said, that's pretty good. So once I immigrated to US in 2001, I started working in corporate America as an architect. But in 2005, I got my real estate license, started selling real estate part-time. And once I started making more money in part-time real estate selling than a full-time corporate job, I left my corporate job and started real estate full-time in 2011.
Awesome. And so, So obviously you had success in Germany, obviously had success here. What now your PhD, what's your PhD in?
In marketing. So that's a good topic to be in real estate, right? So having masters in architecture plus PhD in marketing plus being broker, it's and in construction as well, it's a good combination, I would say.
Oh yeah, for sure. So now I think you were a broker owner. Did you own your own real estate brokerage before eXp?
Yes, that's correct. I started my brokerage 2009, still having a full-time real estate corporate job. And then 2011, when I quit my corporate job, was full-time building my brokerage. My goal was 1,000 agents, start with 500 as a market and grow to 1,000 throughout the state of California. And I had 5 offices. My peak was 57. I was way behind my 1,000 agents, but I decided it's probably not the best model as a small independent broker to build because I cannot compete against big brokerages. I cannot duplicate what eXp has, right? So it would be spending millions of dollars in technology, and by the time I build something, so eXp is already 5 steps ahead, right? Or some other companies. Not to mention liability building your own brokerage. So knowing what I know now, so I would never build my independent brokerage. It's probably better to build brokerage under eXp umbrella, because now you have opportunity to build in 50 states instead of 1 state and multiple countries, right? So as an independent broker, you will never be able to do this, right? So
right.
I don't know any independent broker who can build that.
Right. Well, of course, I make a little joke about this, which is that when somebody's a broker owner, they are broker as an owner, because it is tough to run. I ran my own boutique brokerage prior to eXp, and it definitely definitely tough to sort of figure out how do you compete when you're small if you don't have that bigger footprint. So
if you allow me, I can say one story as a broker owner, what all the brokers owners, hopefully some of them listening to the podcast, have to think about it. So as a broker owner, you're not only liable for disclosures and real estate transactions, you're also liable what your agents are doing. right? So I had one agent who was 69 at that time, and she had a client who was 84, and a nice lady. She reminded me of my mom. So she was in business 30 plus years, and she helped this person to buy a house. During the process, they fall in love and they started dating. He was 84, she was 69, 15 years difference. And I don't care who is dating who, right? But they decided, because her sons hated her, they decided to buy a house in Hawaii using a different agent there as a Coldwell Banker agent. And then meanwhile, the old man passed away. And then she sued her for $1 million elderly abuse lawsuit because they used his money as a down payment, right? And then they sued the Coldwell Banker brokerage, etc. But somehow she sent emails with my logo in email signature line. And just because of that email, I got sued as well, although they bought a house in different state. So as a broker owner, you're liable whatever your agents are doing. So driving a car, for example, and hitting pedestrian. Of course, I won the lawsuit, but it took two years and headache and all this. I mean, it's just not. You cannot sleep when somebody's suing you, although you're not you're right, but it's still not pleasant experience.
But believe me, I'm living that experience right now. So we're of course party to a few lawsuits, as you are well aware.
Yeah. I know. It's crazy.
But
crazy.
It goes with the territory for sure. So
yeah.
Now, what's your life? I hear you have a life motto. What is your life motto?
Mindset is everything. So it's really everything, because I turned 50 last year, and my goal was to finish one Ironman race, and I never was swimming or running longer than 6 miles in my life. And Ironman, as you know, it's I did half Ironman first, so it's a half marathon. I never run 6 miles, but now you have to swim 1.2 miles, 56 bike, and then half marathon. But once you put mindset to it, you can finish it. And I finished one, and after that I finished another one, and then full Ironman, which is double the distance, I'm talking and teaching a lot of agents, and a lot of agents asking me, hey, how can I be successful in real estate? And there's no magic pill. There's no magic pill. Yeah, do this system and you're going to make $250,000 in commissions. It does not exist. But a magic system exists, and that's consistency and discipline, which starts with changing your mindset. So once you're disciplined and consistent, everybody can run a marathon as long as you have a healthy knees, right? So, but you have to run 3 times to 5 times a week. If you want to be successful in real estate, you have to prospect 3 times to 5 times a week. So, and if you do this every week, that's impossible not to be successful. Impossible.
Right.
Yeah.
One of my I did judo for 27 years, and one of my coaches, probably my most influential coach that and it was probably, I was a brown belt by the time that I heard this, and he said, "What's the difference between a white belt and a black belt?" And he said, "A black belt is someone who shows up to every practice, and if you show up to enough practices over time, you will become a black belt, just like you said. If you prospect, consistently, and then eventually you're going to have clients, and you will figure it out. It kind of goes with the territory."
And now with AI, it's changing a lot of in our business. Not only our industry but many other industries. But AI is a huge thing which we all should start using it. Otherwise, we'll be out of business soon.
Well, in fact, I think, didn't you talk a little bit about AI in Cabo?
Yes.
So now, how are you leveraging AI, and where does that sort of fit into your lead gen, lead follow up, organization?
So when I say AI, a lot of people think ChatGPT, right? And everybody thinks about ChatGPT, and yes, that's a ChatGPT, and most people using ChatGPT for simple tasks like rewrite this email or rewrite listing description or whatever. But ChatGPT can be used as a full assistant. Like I'm giving some classes teaching agents how to use a ChatGPT to create your own personality. Right. So, and then once you create your own personality, you save your personality, and based on your personality, you can ask what are the best lead generation systems I should use as a real estate professional. and then give me 15 different tips how to use for each lead generation system, etc. Now you can go to next level, create a protocols, and protocols are a combination of multiple prompts, and I'm using protocols to create within a few seconds description of my YouTube videos and titles and SEO optimized and everything else. Now, if you remember, so I presented video avatars. You can create save yourself and create 3 different avatars of yourself, and it's really realistic, because not only you moving face and lips, but you moving hands and body as well. So it's very hard to see the difference. Is it live or not live? I mean,
right. Are you using platform like HeyGen, or what platform are
HeyGen,
you
yes.
looking?
Yeah,
Okay.
HeyGen. That's HeyGen, and then you can clone your voice, of course. My voice in HeyGen is cloned, but my accent is not cloned. But for accent cloning, I'm using 11 labs. So with 11 labs, you can clone your accent pretty much 95%. So, and now you can use 11 labs to create text. Use a ChatGPT to create a text, import to 11 labs and create audio file, and now you can create a whole podcast series for a whole year, right? So and then it's all about content creation. I think that's the biggest advantage now what we have with AI. A lot of people were having a trouble in the past how to create the content, because ideas and how are you going to create the content. So now with AI, with ChatGPT changed, right? So you can ask ChatGPT a very simple question, give me 52 topics for whatever, and now you have 52 weeks of content. But now next step is you use HeyGen. HeyGen, you can create a bunch of videos, import to different AI like Opus Clip and different ones, which automatically edits, and now you can upload to your social media and YouTube channel, etc. And it's all about creating brand, and doing this, you can create get more interaction online and get more clients. Yeah, I mean, one example is going with SOI, right? So the sphere of influence. So you should let's say you have 500 clients in SOI. It's hard. The easiest way to take the phone and create a video and send to, thanks for coming for my open house, or interest rates going down, or whatever. So, but you should get personalized video, like, hey Glenn, this is Amir, and then hey Jennifer, this is Amir. So you have to record 500 different videos, which is very time consuming. That's AI called Be Human. Letter B and then human. So you can upload your database there. You record video once, and then they merge the names, and take your video with your voice and your video is saying, hey Glenn, hey Jennifer, hey John, and then sends personalized videos with one click. It's like merging the mailing addresses in a word, right? So instead of writing 500 letters, you do one letter and then merge with this with a spreadsheet, and that's the same here, but just in video format. Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy.
Now be human. So it's kind of like it's similar to HeyGen, but it's a different platform than obviously HeyGen.
Yeah, correct. And that's
So
many others. So it's every day is something else coming on the market. So it's crazy.
yeah, one of my new favorite ones is, have you played with Gamma.app?
No.
Okay, well, it's with one prompt, it will build you an entire pitch deck or buyer presentation or listing presentation or all kinds of different things, and literally build you however many slides you want for that particular presentation. So when you're going in on a presentation, you can actually just use that, and then there's some ways to sort of tweak it beyond that. So it's a pretty cool platform, and I've been having a lot of fun with that one.
Yama.
So now, Gamma,
Gamma.
GAMMA.
Okay, Gamma.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, what are you using CRM wise to manage all of this?
Well, before I had a Lion Desk and different stuff, and then when I joined EXP, we got KV Core, right? And I didn't pay attention for first year, right? So I joined in March, and then in December, Russell, actually one of my friends, he moved with us, and then he was paying $800 a month to KV Core with a different company. And I said, man, so this guy is paying $800 and I'm getting this included in my EXP. Let me at least take a look. And I started playing with it in December time, because it's a little bit slower holiday season. And by January, I got first leads and I closed cash transaction by end of January. So I said, this is awesome. Since then, actually, last 3.5 years, I'm using KV Core only. And it's a great software. You know, it's pretty much as you know, you can create unlimited number of squeeze pages, etc. So if you do it strategically, you can get leads.
Awesome. So is that is that your only CRM now, or are you using any others?
Only CRM now.
Okay, awesome. And you're obviously you mentioned that you're almost 5-time icon. You've been your production's been increasing substantially using sort of the AI and elements. What you mentioned these AI elements with like Be Human. How much of your lead generation is generated through AI versus, say, either PPC or organic showing up on Google or some other method of lead gen? What's your sort of division of lead gen labor?
That's a good question. Over time, since 2010-11, I developed 23 lead generation systems. 23 different lead generation systems, and based on those lead generation systems, I was growing my company, and now with EXP, I'm growing my group organization with helping other agents. But I have from social media, targeted marketing to list brokers. A lot of people don't even know list brokers. Then EDDM to Heroes Credit. I set up a Heroes Foundation to for military, firefighters, teachers and medical professionals. Police officers, and then to 3D mailers. For example, mailers instead sending the letters, I'm sending in a medical bottle, so it's a 3D. I'm pretty sure it's 100% opening rate. I have a system how to leverage Craigslist. When I say Craigslist, I mean all other free classified ads. Because a lot of people, if I ask, and then one of the events I ask 200 people, how many people agents using Craigslist, only one person said yes, and 199 are not using, which is very good for me, whoever is using it, right? So and it's all different combination. I mean, from AI, strategically from AI, probably not much leads generated right now. It's more for branding purposes. I'm trying to figure out the way how to generate with AI, specifically now searching from specific distressed sellers or highly motivated buyers. Because as you know, I mean, people buying and selling houses when a life-changing event happens. And that's different ways now to go after assumable loan. For example, I have 2 listings right now. They have a 3% and 4.87% interest rate. So they are more desirable to buy because you're getting 3% interest today when the interest is, I don't even know, 7%. So and then if you go strategically after houses with assumable loan with a low equity, not high equity, because you don't want too much equity, because people will have to come up with a lot of money. But high equity and assumable loan, they can sell for more money because they have a very good interest rate, right? And then that's different ways. So if you go after, you need to reverse engineering your lead generation, as you know. I mean, go after distressed sellers, which would be divorce, death in the family, etc. So they have a higher motivation to sell versus somebody else who doesn't have any motivation, right? Any life-changing event.
Right. So obviously 23 different lead gen systems. If you had to pick one that you were using, that you had to use today, and that's the only one that you could use today, and then if you could pick one that you think is going to be the future, what would I know AI is probably in there, but I don't know for sure. But what would be the one way that you would say, hey, use this way, you're going to generate leads and hopefully enough business to serve your needs as an agent?
That's very easy answer. Mailers. mailers, so either direct mailing or EDDM. Between my 23 lead generation systems, I do not have door knocking and I don't have cold calling, right? So because I'm not strong in that, I don't like it, but mailers is the best. So especially, I mean, I'm using mailers to do my flips. I'm using mailers to get my listings because instead you chasing the leads, buyers, sellers chasing you, but you need to present and reach out to them. So mailers, it's probably the best for me. I do understand for brand new agents, the mailers are probably not the best option because of funds, financial funds, right? So either you have time or money. So once in the beginning you have time, so then you invest in the calling and door knocking, but not door knocking the farm, but door knocking more targeted door knockings, right? So for example, for sale by owners, it's potential NODs, distressed sellers, etc. But once you have funds, which I would recommend 15 to 20% of each closing put on the side as a separate marketing account, use that money to reinvest in your business, because you building the business, right? So you have to reinvest the business. Yeah, doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent or you owning the restaurant, right? So if you own a restaurant, you have to reinvest in the marketing. Otherwise, nobody will know about your restaurant. And the same here. So you have to reinvest in the business to generate leads, and then which I'm not saying wasting money, spending money. I'm saying investing money, because investment, you invest $1, you get $2, $3, $5 back.
Awesome. Well, good stuff. Well, Amir, this has been a lot of fun. One last question. If you could give one piece of advice to agents at EXP, what would it be?
So in terms, I mean, first of all, as we all know, EXP is it's the best company right now, right? So that may change in 20 years. We never know. We don't have a crystal ball. But as of right now, it still puzzles me. I mean, why somebody will not be with EXP, because of different reasons, right? So we have multiple streams of income. You can build your passive income, residual income. Unless somebody wants to sell real estate till they're 92 years old, which I don't want it. But with EXP, so invest time on building your clientele, meaning buyers and sellers. That's our bread and butter. So because we're in the business of helping buyers and sellers buying and selling houses, right? So, and then invest some of your time, either 5% or 20 or 25 or 35%, and building your team, building your organization, because that's the key for the secure and safe retirement. Because it's much better to go to sleep, and wake up and make passive money than go and work for money, right? But in the beginning, we need both, right? So, and then and that's why I like about real estate. Once doors open to different opportunities like investments, long-term, short-term rental, etc. For example, I bought some properties in Panama, right? Panama City and Santa Catalina. So for the long-term investment. So with the real estate, you can start building your real estate portfolio, not only in the US, but internationally as well. And that's, as you know, 9 out of 10 millionaires worldwide are made with real estate. That's why I like real estate myself.
Awesome. Well, great stuff. Well, Amir, thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you guys picked up some clues out there. I know I did. And you can also check out Amir on his website at Amir, and it's Cackovic, CACKOVIC.com. So you can see, if you're watching the podcast, you can see his name here. And with that, thanks again. And until next time, take care, everyone.
And Glenn, accept my chess request and at chess.com. So
okay.
I'm waiting for you.
Okay, send it over. I'll accept right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Thanks, everyone.